Well, today is day 23 of the war and the bombing continues. In the latest, we're learning that the nuclear facilities have been targeted by both Iran and Israel. In Israel, more than 100 people have been wounded in the Iranian missile attack on the southern city of Dimona, home to Israel's main nuclear facility, and nearby Arad as well, in one of the most dramatic escalations since the US-Israel war on Iran started. Now, this is in response, remember, to the attack on Iran's Natanz nuclear enrichment complex yesterday, marking a new tit-for-tat targeting in the conflict. The International Atomic Energy Agency has said that it has received no indication of the damage to the nuclear research center at Dimona, and fortunately, no radiation leak has been detected both in Iran and Israel as far as attack on the nuclear facilities are concerned. Well, those are the latest visuals that have come to the fore from Dimona. In fact, that is one of the town where Iran has struck. For more on this, let me go across to my colleague Mayank, who's been reporting live for us from Israel. Mayank, good morning. This is a tit-for-tat attack on nuclear facilities that continue. Israel attacked Natanz nuclear facility yesterday, and now in retaliation, Iran has hit back. For now, there has been no radiation leak, but this raises a lot of serious questions.
Yeah, good morning. And just to let you all know that we have moved towards Dimona only, and in some time we'll be there close to the site. But as you said, it's very important. It appears as if the thresholds are being tested, and the people who are at the decision-making level, they are being pushed to a state wherein they have to decide which all facilities they have to hit or not to hit. So in military terms, if you see, as the term you have used, it is tit for tat. Yes, if Natanz was hit, which is in Iran, then Iran has made a statement which is in public and saying that they have hit Dimona because of that only. What is happening is actually, let's say if not exact nuclear points, then it is the projectiles or the debris is falling into the areas which are around that area, and that is leading to a major destruction, problem, craters and debris as well. And yesterday we were live from a school, which is a kindergarten school, and it has been the halls in which the children used to sit in masses was blown to smithereens. So what we see is actually it happens in military terms, and projectiles, they don't differentiate between whether they are falling on a child or on a nuclear site or on a person who is innocent and doesn't even know. So this is what exactly is happening, whether in Iran or in Israel. But we are will be taking you closer to the sites wherein Dimona has been hit. In Arad also, let's say, it has been a major destruction, and people have made it public from both sides that they are going to continue the strikes further. So what we see is actually, if we were talking about threshold, it is escalation. It is a clear escalation, which we might see in the coming time. So it is complicated, getting complicated by each passing day. And now that ballistic missiles have also been coming with a longer range, which Iran introduced yesterday. That is another messaging altogether. So it is getting complicated because initially the places which were of military purposes only, whether offensive or defensive, were being hit. Now the public has come into the strike areas, strike zones, nuclear sites, and longer distance ballistic missiles have also come into discussion now.
Absolutely. As you rightly pointed, there were attacks only on civil infra, military infra, but now it has expanded to nuclear facilities, both in Iran, starting with Natanz nuclear facility. That was attacked not just yesterday, but thrice in the last 1 year. And then retaliation as far as attack on Israel is also concerned. Stay on with us, Mayank. We'll wait for you to arrive there at Dimona, the town that has come under attack. But let me take you through what Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, has said. He said that this is a very difficult evening in the campaign for our future. Just a short while ago, I spoke with the mayor of Arad and asked him to convey on the behalf of all Israeli citizens our prayer to the peace of the injured. Now, this Arad is the area, another town that has come under attack. I have instructed the Director General of my office to provide all the necessary assistance together with all the government ministries. I strengthened the emergency and rescue forces operating in the field right now, and I call on everyone to heed the instruction of the Home Front Command. We are determined to continue to strike our enemies on all the fronts. So that is what Israeli Prime Minister has gone on to say. But very importantly here, he has mentioned that this is a very difficult evening in the campaign on our future, because two of the towns have come under attack, and they are quite close to the main nuclear facilities in Israel. We also have an on-ground report coming in from just about 10 meters away from the missile impact site in Dimona, a town in Israel. Let's have a look.
Hello and good night times now. This is Gal from Dimona city in Israel. Earlier this evening, there was a missile attack from Iran hitting our city. One of the missiles directly hit a resident building, injuring over 20 people. Among them, a teenage boy who was harshly injured and rushed to the PR. At the time, me and my family, my wife, her parents, and her grandmother, and a small boy, we were hiding in a bomb shelter in a home. Very loud explosions. Our boy very scared. My wife's grandmother, who is an elderly woman, over 90 years old. She's one of the lucky ones to have a bomb shelter in her home. Many of the injured didn't have a bomb shelter, and many homes ruined. Glass shards everywhere from windows, businesses. A very scary night, but we hope to live peacefully, and hope for better times. Thank you.
Attack by Israel now this time on Iran are concerned. Now we're learning that Israel has retaliated after Iran attacked Dimona. Arad, IDF has launched fresh strikes on Iran, and there are waves of attack on Iran's capital, that is Tehran. And the focus this time is on eliminating the regime infrastructure that has come under target. So in a statement on social media, IDF has stated that they've started the wave of strikes in Iran. The capital city of Iran, that is Tehran, IDF has just begun a wave of strikes targeting the infra of Iranian terror regime in Tehran. So that is in retaliation of what we saw, the attacks in two towns there in Israel. One is Dimona, another is Arad. Let me once again go back to my colleague Mayank, who's been getting us all the updates from Israel. Mayank, just a few days back, it appears that there would be de-escalation as far as the war between the three countries are concerned. But now there is escalation, one of the biggest escalation that we have seen so far, because still now only the civil infra, the military infra, they were under target. But now the nuclear facilities are being attacked by both the countries. In Iran, Natanz was targeted yesterday, and in retaliation, Iran has targeted two towns near Israel's main nuclear facility. Take us through the details, because one of the town is also called as Little India. What is the ground update from there?
Absolutely right. The targets were selected in such a way as of now that it won't lead to a major escalation. But yesterday, what has happened in the night, what has happened, we can at least surmise that something bigger might be in waiting unless the leaders decide otherwise. So what you see in the morning, as you said, the IDF have carried out air operation towards Tehran, and they are targeting the places which can be used for congregation or for decision-making purposes, which are in military terms also called as command and control centers. So any building wherein the leaders can get together, Israel is targeting those places all there. What you said is actually, as far as Dimona is concerned, it is a clear sign of an escalation. Absolutely right. Since last 4-5 days, as we are in Tel Aviv, and right now we are moving towards Dimona itself, we had been seeing a slowdown in the frequency of the missiles and drones which were being fired towards Israel, and but then there were bigger hits also. That notwithstanding that, the number of strikes, they had come down. But then what you say, the yesterday's strike and tonight's strike have built up the things in a dangerous manner. So we'll continue listening to the leaders, as Prime Minister himself came out as far as Israel is concerned, and talking about that, he has made it sure that they'll keep striking the places wherein in Tehran or the regions or areas around that, making it sure that we are going to see further escalation. Let me again bring back that ballistic missile thing, because it is a matter of threshold, and now the decision-making process of the people is being tested. How far one can go once the threshold has been increased. So it has become complicated. It is getting complicated by each passing day. The way the envelope is shifting from one post to the other, from military infrastructure to civil infrastructure to now nuclear facilities. So this can lead to a major tragedy, and thank God it has not happened in both the places, because the radiations have not been observed at any place. It's the best part as of now, if we can say that.
All right, Mayank, we'll wait for you to reach there at Dimona, the site, the town there in Israel that has come under attack in the last 12 hours. Thanks so much for getting us all those details. We also have more visuals coming in as far as attack on Arad are concerned. Remember, there are two towns. One is Dimona, another is Arad, that have been hit by Iranian missile. More than 100 people have been wounded in this missile attack on the southern city of Dimona, that is home to Israel's main nuclear facility, and nearby Arad, that here you can see on the screen. The visuals that have come to the fore of how badly the buildings here, the civilian infrastructure has come under attack. As far as Arad is concerned, more than 40 people have received injuries. In Dimona, more than 60 people have received injury. In total, 100 people have been injured in the last 12 hours as far as attack by Iran on Israel is concerned. One of the most dramatic escalation that we have seen ever since the war has started. Earlier, in fact, the civilian infra were on target, the military infra was on target, but now the nuclear facilities, as far as both Iran and Israel, they have been targeted in the next 24 hours. My colleague will be reaching the spot, that is Dimona in Israel, in just some time, and we will get you more ground reports from that particular spot. With this, we're taking a very short break. More news and updates on the other side.